folks, my name is Jen and we are doing something just a little bit different this week. I don't think this video is going to be too long really. Just a quick little flip through basically of annotation that I did in one of my all-time favorite books, which is The We Free Men by Terry Pratchett. So this is a book about Tiffany aching. It is part of the Discworld series, but you definitely don't have to have read anything else of Discworld to be able to read this series. This is, I think, technically classified as middle grade. It was the first Terry Pratchett I ever read, and I think it's my most favorite of all of them so far, and I absolutely adore it. We can just go right into this, I guess. I pulled out my chalk horse necklace for the special occasion. Let's get into it. So I know I did a video about annotation before, kind of showed what I had previously annotated and everything. So we'll just show you a little bit more of this. I think I might have talked about this a little bit before. But what I had here, I color coordinated everything, and I have purple for witchy things, gold or yellow for foreshadowing or connections to Discworld itself. Light blue is favorite parts, passages, sentences, whatever. Pink is badass bits, so parts that are really badass, where Tiffany is badass. Green is relationships, so relationships between people or family and everything. Dark blue is, or indigo, is the We Free Men and important figures in the story, and then red is all about Granny aching. How I started out, you can see the first chapter. I started out right with the witchy things. I made a note of this is the intro to how witches work within this world. And it just introduces one right away. It says, witches dried out quickly. The exploring of the universe is being done with a couple of twigs tied together with string, a stone with a hole in it, also known as hagstone, an egg, one of Miss Tick's stockings, which also had a hole in it, a pin, a piece of paper, and a tiny stub of pencil. Unlike wizards, witches learn to make do with a little. Which is something that's very kind of fun throughout what Discworld are. Witches do kind of make do with very little and do what they can and everything, and wizards are very much about pomp and circumstance, I guess. Very all about the costumes and the hats and the everything. Here's a mark that's connected possibly with the rest of Discworld. Here's one of my favorite opening passages, Introduction to Tiffany, which is, Tiffany aching was lying on her stomach by the river tickling trout. She liked to hear them laugh. It came up in bubbles. And then everything just kind of goes through there. I have other things marked. Here's the first badass bit. I'm not scared at all, she thought. How strange. I ought to be scared, but I'm just angry. So yeah, I marked through things here. You can see there are some commentary here and there. First introduction of the We Free Men, or the Knack McFeagle, and just witchy things. So I have just notes about social commentary, and then I did my favorite part. I think what I did was the artwork. So the end of the first chapter, I made a little witch hat. Then we get into Miss Tick. We start having, let's see, passages about Granny aching and just things that break my heart, kind of. And then we get into Another drawing. This is my second attempt. I just made Knack McFeagle face. It's not that good, but I tried. Here's a comment I wrote here about the Knack McFeagle. Well, they certainly do things with style. Here's another drawing, this time of the wee hag, Tiffany Aching, with her frying pan. I know her face makes her look like a 40-year-old woman. I tried, you guys. Here's another piece. This is a particular scene from the book, The Knack McFeagle and a Cat. Here's something from another scene. This one is, I'm pretty proud of this one. I think it turned out kind of cool. The shepherdess. I have a lot of like funny things marked down. Some broken-hearted hearts. This book makes me emotional like anything. This is just, ooh, it goes in, a hand holding a bouquet, or I tried. There's a Feagle right there. I got a little bit better at drawing them. This is another scene. This is another little part. I think they just kind of came out kind of good. Just little like candy and tobacco. This I have a Feagle sword and the frying pan. And this, I think, is kind of okay. It's a little weird. It's my attempt at a lighthouse. These parts, I can't even, because they're spoilers, and also it's just, like, it's a lot. This, I like how these kind of came out, kind of. And then this, I love this. It's simple, but I really like how it came out. And just I marked a little piece of the author's note. But yeah, that's basically my annotations of this book. I don't want to spoil things, so I don't want to go fully in depth with more commentary and stuff like that, but I highly recommend this book, and I really love it a lot. I feel like the way I did the little art pieces in here, it kind of worked for this, and there was room to do it. I would not be able to do this in like my annotated copy of The Shining. There isn't room for it, and also the vibe of it doesn't beg for it. I can think of maybe one other favorite book of mine that maybe I could add little pieces of artwork and that would like vibe with it very well, but I don't think anything, any of my others, I don't think that would work with them so much, but you never know. But yeah, that was how I annotated this particular copy. I've thought about whether or not I want to invest in like a fancier copy. I know there's a couple of really beautiful hardcover copies of this. Then again, I do really love what I've done with this here, because I've made it kind of something extra special. So I don't know. I guess we'll wait until I have like kids and introduce them to this world, and maybe I'll want to read it from a different copy to them and let them read it at in a different copy at that point, but I don't know. We'll see about it. But yeah, that was this particular annotated book. I hope this was a little interesting to you at least. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for always watching. If there's any other books that I've mentioned before that you'd like me to do a flip through of, I can definitely do that. I do remember that I had a request a while back for a flip through of one of my poetry books, and I am planning on doing that soon. So yeah, but if there's anything else, just let me know. Anyway, thank you guys so much. If you're new here and are interested in subscribing, please consider doing so, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!